Alina's mad. Mother of Penny. Love that. Alina's mad.
I am on Zoom.
So am I. I'm on a thing too.
Okay, if I have problems, I'll let you
know. Just let me know. Alina's mad. Alina's mad. Let's talk about the Golden Globes. Let's see if this even works. I might have to go on Instagram instead if this doesn't. What if I just go on both? What if I just do both? Oof. Ooh, yeah. What if I just do both? On Instagram as well. Hi. Did anything get nominated? I mean, yes. Yes, but no. Okay, I'm on Instagram and on YouTube. We'll see how well this works. I might have to disconnect from one. Okay, YouTube or Instagram is not working. Not the problem. Literally, don't even get me started. We're gonna chat. Okay, Alina's mad. Alina's mad. Alina's mad. Alina's mad about the Golden Globes. And today we're gonna talk about the Golden Globes 2021 nominations. If you're unaware, Golden Globes is TV and film. So this is like our early little dose into TV because the Emmys aren't until September. So this is our little trial run during the Golden Globes, and Alina's not happy. Alina's mad. Okay, so Alina is in fact mad. Okay, so we're gonna go through the categories and the things that I deem necessary enough to talk about. Okay, all right. So I really could care less about like all of the movie stuff for the most part. I haven't seen anything in Best Picture drama. In comedy, I've seen Borat, which I thought was bad. Hamilton, We've Been New, Palm Springs, and The Prom. Okay, so realistically speaking, it's either going to be Borat or Hamilton that's going to win. I want Hamilton to win just because that's funny. Because they won like every Tony known to man, so I just think it'd be funny if they just continued to sweep. Palm Springs was excellent. The Prom. we have a lot to talk about regarding The Prom and the Golden Globes today, but like really? Y'all couldn't nothing else. Like nothing else? There was nothing else. Musical comedy. Musical comedy is a stupid fucking category anyway, because there's usually only like one musical. So, but yeah. That's awkward. That's awkward. Actress, motion picture, Viola Davis, period. Frances McDormand, period. Don't know the rest of them. Okay. Best actor. Okay, so let's just talk about the elephant in the room, and that's Chadwick Boseman getting nominated for Best Actor. He's going to win because of the circumstances. It's going to be another Heath Ledger poll, which kind of sucks for the rest of them in the category, minus Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman can get fucked. He's an abuser. But Chadwick Boseman's going to win that category. We should just prepare ourselves now. Okay, Best Actress, Kate Hudson, Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay, let's talk about my girl. Okay, so Miss Anya Taylor-Joy, the first, got nominated for Best Actress in a Motion Picture and Best Actress in a Limited Series. Imagine being that talented. Imagine being that talented that you get nominated for a movie and a television show for the Golden Globes. Spare talent, Miss Anya. Spare talent with the rest of us because she did that. She really did that. So yeah, she got nominated for Emma and for Queen's Gambit. Watch her win both. Listen, because okay, Queen's Gambit. Listen, Miss Anya is a shoo-in for the Emmy and the Golden Globe for Queen's Gambit. She is going to win Best Lead Actress for both of those. Guaranteed. Wouldn't it be nice though if she won movie as well? She could be that bitch. I would cry. Realistically, she probably won't win movie because she's up against Rosamund Pike, Michelle Pfeiffer, Kate Hudson, and the girl from Borat. She was really good too. So like she's probably not gonna win Best Actress in a Motion Picture Musical Comedy, but the fact that she's nominated for a movie and for a TV show is such a flex. I love to see it. I love to see it. That's my girl. That's my girl. Okay, anyway. Let's talk about the category let's be negative again. We had our moment to be positive. We're back to complaining. So let's talk about Best Actor in a Motion Picture. We have Sacha Baron Cohen, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Dev Patel, Andy Samberg, and James Corden. The Golden Globes. I have some questions. So the fact that you nominated The Prom for Best Musical Comedy in the first place is a bit, but then the one actor you nominate and the entire cast is James Corden. Let me remind you that Meryl Streep was in that movie. Nicole Kidman was in that movie. Keegan-Michael Key was in that movie. Andrew Rannells was in that movie. Ariana DeBose was in that movie. Do I need to go on? James Corden, a straight man who has banked his entire career off of perpetuating gay stereotypes and queerbaiting, was nominated for one of the most offensive performances I have ever seen in my life. A performance that was ripped to shreds by the critics when the movie released. You're telling me that James Corden is nominated for a Golden Globe? And frankly, that nomination makes this entire list, all of these nominees, just invaluable. Because if this is an award show that nominates James Corden, nothing else is worth anything. You know? He's not gay. Exactly. He's banked his entire career off of perpetuating gay stereotypes, and society has let him get away with it for so many years. And he now portrayed an incredibly offensive perpetuation of a gay stereotype in this character, in this movie, and he gets rewarded for it. That's disgusting. Get fucked, Golden Globes. You suck. Realistically speaking, he's not gonna win, right? Because he's up against Sacha Baron Cohen and Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Andy Samberg even. I haven't seen Dev Patel's movie, but he's also very talented. He's not gonna win, but the fact that they nominated him is frankly offensive. Like, it's incredibly offensive. So, realistically speaking, once again, it's because he has many friends in the industry who voted for him. It's not necessarily because he was actually good, because he was terrible. No, I did not see a single good review of his performance. The amount of articles I saw that was like, this is the worst performance of any movie ever. Take him out of the movie. The movie's ruined. He ruined the movie. Like, it's not funny. And, like, I've talked about this before, how it's like, you know, like, I love a lot of Ryan Murphy stuff, but Ryan Murphy is award show's token gay man. Like, they love to put his stuff in and act like they're diverse and inclusive. Like, that's why they put in The Prom, because then it's like, okay, we have our queer card. We love queer people, guys. We nominated The Prom. And then we're going to talk about We Are Who We Are. Do not worry. We will get to We Are Who We Are, because I have a bone to pick. I always do, because fuck award shows, because award shows are ridiculous and stupid and don't mean anything, and yet I'm always here complaining about them. Yeah, okay. Supporting actress motion picture, Glenn Close, Olivia Colman, Jodie Foster, Amanda Seyfried, period. Supporting actor, Daniel Kaluuya, Sacha Baron Cohen, Jared Leto for The Little Things, period. He was so good. Oh, I'll talk about that movie in my recap. It was like an okay, like it wasn't like the greatest movie, but I thought all the acting was really good. He was excellent, so good for him. Bill Murray, Leslie Odom Jr. So everyone's like talking about like, okay, why wasn't Leslie Odom Jr. nominated for Hamilton? And like actually, it's because he got nominated for One Night in Miami, which I watched the other night. It was a very good movie. He was very good. So if you were nominated for Hamilton, it would have been the same category, Best Supporting Actor for a Motion Picture. So they wouldn't have put him in twice. So realistically speaking, he's probably going to win anyway. It just won't be for Hamilton, because he was very good in that movie. So, director. Oh, Regina King for One Night in Miami. Period. We have 2 women of color in this category. We love to see it. Screenplay. Have I seen any of these? No, I have not. Best Picture, The Croods. Best Picture Animated. Don't worry. Best Picture Animated, The Croods. All right. Onward. All right. Over the Moon. I've heard that's excellent. I do want to watch that. Soul, well deserved. Wolfwalker. I have not seen that. Okay. That's a dodgy category. Foreign language, I haven't seen any of these. I'm a terrible person. Best score, Tenet. I literally don't remember the score being anything special in Tenet, so that's weird. Soul, absolutely, they should win. Soul should win best score. Yeah. Best song. Yeah, okay, so Leslie Odom Jr.'s song for One Night in Miami got nominated. Absolutely. He better win. Best drama series. Okay, so they split it up into full-length series and limited series. So we'll talk about Queen's Gambit and whatever. The thing with We Are Who We Are is We Are Who We Are would technically be under best drama series. It would be under normal series as opposed to limited series because it's undetermined whether there's going to be a second season or not. So for best drama series, we have The Crown, Lovecraft Country, The Mandalorian, Ozark, and Ratchet. Out of these, I have seen Mandalorian, Ozark, and Ratchet. I've heard good things about Lovecraft Country. I've heard good things about The Crown. I think this is a fine category. But we have to talk about the elephant in the room. That is We Are Who We Are. Because let's be honest, we knew they weren't going to get anything, right? Because Hollywood hates queer people of color. Let's have that conversation because it's one of my favorite conversations to have. Hollywood hates queer people of color. So whenever they're nominated, especially for TV, whenever they're nominating things for their little pat on the back queer representation, it is always Ryan Murphy. And like I said, I love a lot of Ryan Murphy's stuff. I think he has some problematic tendencies and has made some problematic things and some problematic decisions, but in general, I don't really have like a general problem with Ryan Murphy, nor do I like dislike his stuff. I like a lot of his stuff. However, Ryan Murphy is Hollywood's token gay representation. Whenever they do these award shows, they always nominate his stuff and say they're inclusive. Because Ryan Murphy's stuff is just inclusive enough, right? Like it's got your white gay people. It's always white gay people unless it's Pose. They will throw Pose in every once in a while because once again, Ryan Murphy is their token gay representation. So we've got Ratchet this time around for TV because Ryan Murphy, one of his shows is always in drama for TV, and so we've got Ratchet for them to be like, we love lesbians. And then we have We Are Who We Are sitting over here idly in a corner because Hollywood doesn't like queer POC. We Are Who We Are is too diverse for them. It's too radical for them. It's too much for their we're inclusive because it's too inclusive. A cast that is majority POC, it's a majority black cast, a majority queer black cast, too much. It's too much for Hollywood. It's too much for the white old men who say they're inclusive by nominating one black director and a Ryan Murphy show. It's too much. So that's my hot take because it happens every fucking year. So we knew We Are Who We Are wasn't going to get nominated, but it doesn't mean I'm not disappointed. Disappointed but not surprised because Miss Jordan Christine Simone was nominated for, what was it? The Independent Spirit Award, and she was in the In a Perfect World prediction categories for a lot of sites, for, you know, which is the category they usually do on these prediction sites of like, oh, this is who should be nominated for these categories, but they will never get nominated. Jordan was in a lot of those, because realistically speaking, if the industry was fair, Jordan Christine Simone would be nominated for Best Actress in a Drama Series, and that's the tea. That's the tea. I'm gonna stand up for my friend here, because that's the tea. Jordan, sweetie, I love you. You were snubbed. I know. You were snubbed. Okay. Because no, they said POC with a trans storyline. That's too diverse for us. That's too much. Ryan Murphy will have to do. James Corden. That's diverse. Like every year, every award show, every single time, and we're still upset. We need to stop. We need to lower our expectations. So that's the tea with We Are Who We Are. In a perfect world, We Are Who We Are would have been nominated for Best Drama Series. Jordan, Jack, Chloe, Kid Cudi would have all been nominated for acting awards. Soundtrack, cinematography, direction, script. In a perfect world, if, you know, we were actually judging on quality, Best Drama Series, We Are Who We Are. Best Lead Actress, Jordan Christine Simone. Best Lead Actor, Jack Dylan Grazer. Best Supporting Actress, Chloe Sevgeny. Best Supporting Actor, Kid Cudi. Best Direction, Luca Guadagnino. Best Soundtrack, We Are Who We Are. Best Cinematography, We Are Who We Are. If we were in a perfect world, that would be our list right now. If this was actually done due to quality. Just saying. So, with that being said, Ratchet, great show, very cinematic. Ozark, I'm not a big fan of Ozark, but I understand why people really like it. I think it's very award show-esque. Mandalorian for Best Drama just doesn't sit right with me for some reason. I just don't think it's that good. Like, I think Mandalorian is awesome, right? But, like, it's awesome for, like, Star Wars fans and nerds and Disney people. Like, I don't consider it, like, oh, yeah, Golden Globe nominee Best Drama Series. Haven't seen Lovecraft Country, haven't seen The Crown, but like I said, I've heard good things about both of them. I think it's a solid category. However, we need to acknowledge that Hollywood hates queer POC. So, they're gonna go down the same path as I'm not okay with this and get canceled. Probably. Jordan better win the Spirit, period. If Jack and Jordan's amazing performances don't win any awards, I'm gonna throw our hands. Yes. Yeah, the cinematography, the soundtrack. Oh, I'm not okay with this. That we passed that already. They didn't get anything. That was last year. They're out. But yeah. Okay, Best Musical Comedy Series, Emily in Paris. Hetflix strikes again. Are we shocked? No. I haven't seen The Flight Attendant, haven't seen The Great, but I've heard good things about it. Schitt's Creek, I'm not even gonna give them my breath today. Another Apple TV show I never heard of. Okay. Best Television Motion Picture or Limited Series, The Queen's Gambit. We don't even need to read the rest of the category because The Queen's Gambit is going to win. That is not up for discussion. The other things in this category should be embarrassed because they're up against The Queen's Gambit and they're going to lose. They know they've lost. They've already lost. I'm sorry, The Undoing and Unorthodox. You've lost. You've lost because you're up against The Queen's Gambit, and I'm so sorry. That's really embarrassing for you. Yeah, The Undoing was good. Not nearly as good as Queen's Gambit. I've heard Unorthodox was good. I haven't heard of the other two in this category. They should all be embarrassed because they're up against The Queen's Gambit. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Best Actress, Television, Motion Picture, or Limited Series, Miss Anya Taylor-Joy, Queen's Gambit. Once again, everyone else should be embarrassed. Everyone else in this category should be embarrassed because they've already lost. Just accept your losses. Go home. You've lost because you're up against Anya Taylor-Joy playing Beth Harmon in The Queen's Gambit. Like, you should, like, get your hopes. You shouldn't get your hopes up because you've lost already. Like, it's done. Like, it's done. You're done. Sorry about it. Sorry about it. Miss Anya Taylor-Joy has that award. That award is already being shipped to her house because, like, sorry about it. Now that we've gotten the most deserving nominees out of the way, because I will not argue with anybody, the most deserving nominees in this entire list this year are The Queen's Gambit and Anya Taylor-Joy. Everything else is up for debate. No, untouchable. Queen's Gambit is untouchable. We knew they were a shoo-in. They're gonna win. Whatever. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. That is Marielle Heller didn't get nominated for playing Alma. Thomas Sangster didn't get nominated for playing Benny. In a perfect world, they would sweep. They're gonna sweep with the ones they have, but in a perfect world, they would sweep everywhere. Everywhere. But yes, Nicole Kidman, you should all be embarrassed because you're up against Anya. I'm so sorry. That's so embarrassing for you. Yikes. I'm so sorry about that. Better luck next year. Better luck next year because, you're up against Anya Taylor-Joy. So, that's awkward. Okay. No, but Alma was in the predictions. Like, she was on all of the betting sites that they were like, she's gonna get supporting, and she didn't. So that's weird. The actors and actresses nominees are just so questionable in comparison to previous years. Yeah. Oh, Hugh Grant. I don't think Hugh Grant's a terrible actor. I think he was fine, but we'll get to that. Okay, Best Actor, Television Motion Picture Limited Series. Jeff Daniels, Hugh Grant, Ethan Hawke, Mark Ruffalo, Bryan Cranston. Okay, I have only seen The Undoing out of these nominees. Hugh Grant was very good in The Undoing. But I just don't like him. I just don't like Hugh Grant. There's something about him that rubs me the wrong way. I'm very indifferent about the rest of these. I like Mark Ruffalo. So yay, King. Good for you. Yeah. Okay. Best Television Actress Drama Series. Olivia Colman, Judy Comer, Emma Corrin, Laura Linney, Sarah Paulson. Okay. Laura Linney's character in Ozark is one of the most despicable characters to ever exist. She's so fucking annoying and I can't stand her. Like, no offense to Laura Linney, but like if she wins for that character, I'm gonna throw hands. Sarah Paulson's gonna win for Ratched because if there's any shoo-in for a Ryan Murphy win, it's Sarah Paulson for Ratched. And Ryan Murphy has to have a win at every award show. So Sarah Paulson, she is just on a higher plane than everyone. Like, she's just better than everybody to ever exist. Yeah. Oh, like The Undoing is just defending Jacob too. Oh my god, period. Let's talk about that. So The Undoing is basically just defending Jacob, but with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant. So that makes it Golden Globe worthy. Apparently. Which, like, yes, I think it was a good show. I did not like it as much as, like, other people I know who watched it. Like, I thought it was good. It made it into my top 10 of the year, but it was number 10. Like, in no way was it better than, like, We Are Who We Are, or We Are Who We Are, or We Are Who We Are. Yeah, I like Ratched a lot. So I think Sarah Paulson is gonna win for Best Television Actress. Because I think if Ryan Murphy's going to have one shoe-in, it's going to be Sarah. Because Sarah has all of his stuff on her back. Like, if Sarah is in the Ryan Murphy thing, it's going to be good. Not because of Ryan Murphy, but because of Sarah. Because she's Sarah Paulson. I haven't seen Music. I'm very, because it's not, like, I don't catch up on all the movies until the Oscar nominees are out. And then I, like, watch all of the nominees. So I haven't seen a lot of the movie stuff this year. So I apologize. Television actor, Jason Bateman. Is that the only one I've seen? Yes. That's the only one I've seen. Ozark. He'll probably win because he's won before. Television actress, musical comedy series, Emily in Paris. Lily Collins, Emily in Paris. I'm sorry. In a world where we've snubbed Bridgerton and We Are Who We Are, we're nominating Lily Collins for Emily in Paris. That sounds about right. Oh, music is an offensive depiction of autism. That's terrible. Ew. How typical of Hollywood. That's terrible. Okay, I won't watch that then. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. I will not. Okay, but yeah. Are we shocked that Miss Lily Collins... No, nothing against Lily Collins. Lovely girl. Lily Collins and Emily in Paris. Is that really up here? Jordan, Christine Simone is nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Golden Globes. Kaylee Kyoko. That's how you pronounce it, right? Elle Fanning, Jane Levy, Catherine O'Hara. I said I wasn't going to give Schitt's Creek the time of day today, so we're not even going to talk about that. Television actor, musical comedy series. No one I care about. Okay, best supporting actress. Miss Helena Bonham Carter is up there for The Crown. Gillian Anderson is up there for The Crown. Julia Garner, Ozark. Julia Garner carries that show on her back. Julia Garner carries Ozark on her back. So here's to hoping she wins again, because that's my girl. I lost my page. Hold on a moment. We're getting near the end. Supporting actor, television, John Boyega, Jim Parsons for Hollywood, period. He was the best performance in that show. Donald Sutherland for The Undoing. He was very good as well. And that's it. Thank you! Oh my gosh, you give me a super chat. Thank you very much. Did you see Barry? Yes, I have seen Barry. I watched it at like the very beginning of quarantine for the first time, and then I rewatched it again like a couple months ago with my parents because I hadn't seen it. Barry is like flawless. It's such a good show. I am anxiously awaiting season 3. I want to, like, I know like COVID and whatever, they were like gonna film it, and like Bill has like all of season 3 and season 4 done. They're just like waiting to film. Excellent show. If y'all have not seen Barry, please watch Barry, because our Lord and Savior Bill Hader is one of the most talented men alive. Written, directed, starred in Barry. Yes, season 2 is excellent. I think season 2 is better than season 1. But it's an incredible show. It's very funny. It's very good. And they're also just, you know, the ready Stan and me is just like vicariously living through all of these rumors that James Ransone might be in season 3. I don't want to get my hopes up, but here I am. So, who are some of your favorite actors? Let's see. Sarah Paulson, honestly. Winona Ryder. I like Emma Stone. I like Timothée Chalamet. I think he's so talented. Oh, Florence Pugh. She's one of my... Florence Pugh and Saoirse Ronan have, like, been in my... I mean, Miss Anya, of course. And here's the thing. I've been a stan of Miss Anya Taylor-Joy since Split, which was, what, like 2014? I have been a stan for a while, and now everyone's finally recognizing the talent that is Anya Taylor-Joy. I adore her. I've seen her. I saw her in Split and Thoroughbreds and Emma and The Witch and Queen's Gambit. So you should stan Miss Anya Taylor-Joy. Because yes. Honestly, I'd be fine skipping awards season. And like, we knew awards season was going to be bad this year because of COVID, but like, TV is no excuse because there was still a bunch of amazing TV. Like, there was still like a pretty steady stream of TV with COVID because like a lot of stuff had been pre-slated. Movies are a mess this year, to be honest, but like TV, there's really no excuse because there was so much great stuff. Have you seen the nominations for Teen Choice? I haven't. Oh, and what is tomorrow? Screen Guild is tomorrow. The nominations. So you voted Caleb for Teen Choice? As you should. Swear Fuchs would be the death of me, bro. The end of season 2 of Barry has me like triggered to this day. Like, I don't know how they're gonna come back from that. From the ending of season 2. We'll see. And Miss Sally is finally growing on me because I did not like Sally for like a solid season and a half. And then she's kind of, I don't know, but then she made some stupid decisions at the end of season 2. So, but yeah, I have not seen the Teen Choice ones. But yeah, that's it. That's like all the Once again, I am disappointed but not surprised. I did one of these lives when the Emmy nominations came out, and I was mad. And now I'm here mad again. I'm just mad about different shows. Because before I was mad about I'm Not Okay With This and Defendant Jacob. Now I'm mad about We Are Who We Are. That's about it. Pretty much that's just it. I mean, I'm mad about The Prom. But, like, as far as, like, snubs. Ooh, a video of recommendations for films for wannabe film students. Ooh, that could be fun. Ooh, yeah, maybe. I should do, like, a Letterboxd, like, master list of, like, films I recommend. Also, I really want to go watch Split now, because now I'm just thinking about it. Hollywood will continue to disappoint always. As long as we have white men running Hollywood. And the thing is, like, it's not even just this shit. It's also, like, really serious shit of the fact that it's, like, Hollywood lets people like Armie Hammer and Ansel Elgort have careers for so long with, like, all of the nonsense that they got away with, you know? And it's just, like, terrible. What's your opinion on the It novel? I love it. It's one of my favorite books. The Goldfinch is my favorite book, but I love the It book a lot. It's very good. So. Oof. But yeah, I have Chubby Penny with me today. I'm gonna watch the oh my god! That just reminded me. You said I'm gonna watch this Jewel special episode and forget out this nonsense. Where was the Rue special? As far as I'm concerned, the Rue special was before the cutoff for the Golden Globes, where... Hello? You really are gonna... You're real... Miss Emmy winner Zendaya, you really could get nothing. TV movie. It's a TV movie. Nothing. Script Zendaya. I don't see it. Where is it? I'm confused. The Jules one was definitely not before the cutoff, but I'm pretty sure Rue's was. What happened? As the last time I checked, Zendaya's an Emmy winner. What happened? Script. Really? Was it too diverse for you? Was it calling you out a bit too much with their conversation about performative activism? Was that it? Because award shows are the epitome of performative activism. So, yikes. You got the first edition cover of the It novel? Yes. Love that. I'm studying film next year, so I need all the prep. Yes. Oh my god, have you seen the Baby Driver 2 stuff? Now there's a second, and it's just disgusting. Ansel's going to come back. The thing with Ansel, oh my god. Because then West Side Story is also up for discussion, because it got delayed till the winter. And everyone's like, we don't know if he's getting recasted or not. And I don't know... Like, it's such a tough situation, because it's like, objectively, they should recast him. But then, like, they have to reshoot everything. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like it's gonna be bad if they release the West Side Story cut with Ansel. Like, I feel like it's just gonna be bad. Because, like, I want to go and support Rachel Zegler and Ariana DeBose, right? Like, I want to go watch it for them. But then it's like, by going and watching it for them, I'm inherently supporting Ansel, and I don't want to do that. So, like, it's such a tough situation. Oh my god, I remember the reason I decided to work towards getting into the film industry in the first place was my anger towards last year's Oscars snubbing Lupita Nyong'o for her role in Us. I will take that to my grave, saying that she should have been nominated for Us, because what the fuck? That's another just, like, blatant example of, like, the award shows being performative, because they praised Get Out, and then the very next year they didn't give Us anything. And so it's like, okay, so you don't care about Black people. Like, you only care about Black people when it's a movie like Moonlight or Get Out that is blatantly acknowledging the issues of how Black people are treated. But then it's like, when it's just a movie that happens to star Black people, they don't care. So it's like the fact that they're like, wow, Jordan Peele's amazing, and they, like, gave him a fucking Oscar, and then they couldn't give him a single fucking thing for his follow-up movie that was just as good. It's just, like, blatant like example of everything that's wrong with Hollywood. They also, Black women in general, they just hate. So yeah, having Get Out starring a Black man was a lot easier for them to swallow. So. Oh my god, yeah, oh my god, the fact that Johnny Depp is like getting fired from his roles when he basically, it's fuck Amber Heard. That, I'm not gonna get into that, but in conclusion, fuck Amber Heard. And Ansel Elgort is allowed to keep doing his stuff. That's horrible. Opinions on the It Supercut, I don't think it's happening. I've talked about that a couple of times before. I really don't think it's happening. I think it was going to happen. I think it was going to be released on HBO Max because like they have the Warner Brothers license, but then they got that whole deal with the same day release of all the Warner Brothers titles in 2021. I think that just pushed everything back. And that's not going to happen now. So, do you know the stuff about Armie Hammer? Yeah, that's what I meant earlier when I said like letting people like Armie Hammer and Ansel Elgort continue to work in the industry. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. I just hate that like all my favorite movies are getting ruined. Like Call Me by Your Name now, ruined. The Goldfinch, ruined. Like me and my group chat, we watched The Goldfinch the other day and we just skipped all the scenes that with adult Theo because we're like, we can't do this right now. Like it's just ruined. And I hate it here. So it's gonna take me a while to be able to watch either of those again in full, which is very upsetting. What happened with Ansel? He got accused of sexually assaulting a minor, and she had a lot of proof. So it's basically like confirmed that he did it. You ever hate Black women in anything? Yeah, performative activism. What is your opinion on a white person directing a movie that's based around Black people fighting racism? I don't know if you are talking about a specific example. But yeah, I don't think. I just have a problem with like white people working on like anything that is like, you know, it's like I have a problem with like white people doing movies about slavery. Like I just think it's a bit tone deaf. Because it's like even if it comes out like good, it's like not with good intentions at the end of the day. So yeah. Viola Davis only having one nomination. Yikes. Oh, Fault in Our... See, I haven't watched Fault in Our Stars in years. Like I watched like The Goldfinch. Like the Goldfinch movie means a lot more to me than Fault in Our Stars does. It's just so jarring because like the whole thing, like, when all that stuff came out about Ansel Elgort, like it's been like at least 8 months now. Like I didn't realize how creepy he was. And the same thing happened with Armie Hammer. Like there are all these like red flags that just completely didn't even cross my mind when like before that stuff came out. And it's just making me second guess everything because like Ansel Elgort is like an incredibly creepy human being. And I never realized that until all this stuff came out. And then the Armie Hammer thing is like incredibly, incredibly fucked up. Like I would say like more fucked up than the Ansel Elgort situation, although they are very different. But Ansel Elgort situation, as far as we're concerned, only involved one girl, whereas Armie Hammer now has allegations against like 8 different women at this point. It's really bad. Both of them are really, really bad. But the thing with Armie Hammer is that now it's like I'm noticing all these weird, creepy things. Like, do you remember when there was that news thing that came out where he would like let his like, because he has like young kids, right? And he had this like, what are their names? Harper, and I don't remember his son's name, but it was involving his son, where he would like let his son like suck on his toes. And it was like this weird thing. And there were like pictures and videos and everyone's like, whoa, this is really weird. And everyone's like, why are you like overreact? Like, whatever, like, who cares? And like looking at that now and like seeing that and like some of the stuff that have come out in those DMs, like it's yikes, basically. Yeah, and because it's like you know, when that came out the first time, I was like, oh, like that's a little weird, but like, you know, I didn't really think much of it. And like looking back at that now, like that's really upsetting. Considering that he basically has like multiple sexual assault allegations against minors. And like a bunch of, you know, fetishy things that I'm not going to get into because it's all very not YouTube friendly and very violent and uncomfortable, but you know. And then it's like that goes into, oh my God, because like the thing with Call Me By Your Name, right, is that Call Me By Your Name is like a lot of people think it's like pedophilic and whatever. And in theory, it's like in practice, it's not because of like all the, you know, laws of consent in Italy. And like I've talked about this a lot where it's just like people go about it with like bad intentions. But there are now certain scenes in Call Me by Your Name that, like, thinking about make me uncomfortable because knowing what we know now about Armie Hammer. Like the scene, which was one of my favorite scenes in Call Me by Your Name, where it's like the scene where they're in the hallway after like Elio gets the nosebleed, and he like does that thing where he has like his leg on his lap and then he like kisses his foot, right? Like that just doesn't sit right with me anymore because apparently that wasn't scripted, and I knew that wasn't scripted, but now the fact that it's not scripted makes me uncomfortable because of what we know about Armie Hammer. And that's just what's been happening with Ansel and Armie. I've been realizing more and more things, and I'm like, oh, that's a bit weird. Like knowing what we know now. And so then like that's making me think like how many more men are there like this in Hollywood that like we are like, oh my God, we love you, Man Crush Monday, Golden Boy, like we love them. And it's like, how many more are there like this that are like, you know, people that were like on my celebrity crush list that I loved and I like watched all their stuff that are just like, I don't even realize these weird things that they've done without like allegations coming. It's just, it's really sent me into a spiral. So actual Hannibal. But that's not even like the point. Like that's the thing. I was so annoyed with how they were marketing that Armie Hammer scandal because it's like they made it sound like a joke. They were like, oh yeah, like Armie Hammer's a cannibal, lol. And it's like, this is not fucking funny. Like he has like sexual assault allegations against minors and he's like threatened to murder people and threatened to sexually assault people and all of these horrible, horrible things. And people were just like, lol, Armie Hammer's a cannibal. And like it was done so badly. Like it was not like marketed, but it was like the public, like all the publications about it were so fucking tone deaf because it was just like taking away from like the victims of these things that happened. And it's just like, oh my God. I feel like when you love a celebrity, you look over a lot of the creepy stuff they did, and then if you don't, then you don't support them anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh, Jesus. I can't trust a single white man in Hollywood. Literally. I'm like, who do we trust now? Thomas Sangster, Dylan O'Brien, Timothy Chalamet, Finn Wolfhard, Logan Lerman. That's literally it. Like they've been knocked down like flies. Joshua Bassett was on my list as well. He didn't do anything like bad, but like I just he's not. I stand with Miss Olivia, so you know that's just like petty teenage drama. Like he didn't like, you know, he doesn't done anything bad like Ansel and Armie and whatever, but like he's not on my list anymore. So yeah, it's off. Yeah, when you first think it's not scripted, you're like, yes, acting, but now with all this, it's like that. Exactly. Like, now it's creepy to me. Call Me By Your Name has never been creepy to me. And I still don't think that it's creepy in theory, right? Like, I still don't have a problem with the age gap or anything in Call Me By Your Name because of, you know, Italian culture and all this stuff and the origin of the book. And, like, I don't have a problem with any of that. But I do now have a problem with Armie Hammer in Call Me By Your Name, because now some of the ways that he depicts some of the things in Call Me By Your Name now have creepy connotations and predatory connotations because of him, like not because of the story, right? And I just want to make that very clear because I have always fought for Call Me By Your Name because I just think that a lot of people are sort of like they just target Call Me By Your Name for like weird reasons. And I've, you know, gone on many a rants about how like, because, you know, in the same sense as We Are Who We Are, about, like, it was the same things that people were saying about We Are Who We Are that were just, like, not doing enough research and not, you know, whatever. But it's, like, now, like, there are things in Call Me By Your Name that bother me because of Armie Hammer. Things that I did not consider predatory or creepy or whatever until this information was come into question. Hollywood is filled with creepy people who prey on young people. Yeah, pretty much. Who are we talking about? Armie Hammer and Ansel Elgort, kind of. Or Spirit wasn't the cannibal thing. Exactly. Oh, we're not going to talk about the ribs thing. That, I don't want to get I don't want to get my channel shut down, first of all, by like talking about anything explicit from Army's thing. But yeah, I'm never trusting a man ever again. Literally, I'm like, unless he's Benny Watts, I don't want to see him. Like, if you're not Benny Watts, I don't want you within 6 feet of me ever. Like, thank you. Please go away. Oh my god. Damn, I'm a male and I feel ashamed by all this. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, these white men are really making you feel terrible. Really making you look terrible. What happened with Joshua Bassett? Oh, just the fact that he like left Olivia, like broke up with Olivia, and then like was dating Sabrina. It just like she's just so sad. She's so sad and heartbroken. And I really feel terrible for her. And like we don't stand him because he broke her heart. You know, like, I love Olivia Rodrigo. So, my friend was listening to the soundtrack for Call Me by Your Name, and I started crying. The soundtrack for Call Me by Your Name is an ethereal experience for me. Have you ever seen My Own Private Idaho? I haven't. So when people really give Ansel a second chance, disgusting. Not me. That won't be me. I've never been the biggest fan of Call Me by Your Name, but that's just because lots of people I know who are MLM found it uncomfortable and fetishy. Yeah, because see, I was like when that came out, like I had a lot of like gay male friends who really liked it. So I was like, okay, I was like, well, if you like it, I feel like I have no authority to. I just also like never had a problem with it just because of like how the laws work in Italy. Like it's research, just research. And I feel like people in the United States are just very narrow-minded when it comes to like age gaps and age of consent and stuff because it's so different here. So yeah, so I was saying the same things with We Are Who We Are. Like, let's replace Army with Chris Evans. Okay. Oh, thank you for the super chat. I thought they handled Stan's bath scene well. And in chapter 2, yes. I liked it. I mean, it's weird to say I liked it because like it was, but oh my god, love crying like a little bitch. So like when I went to go see that movie for the first time, I think I've talked about this before, but I went with my friend who was like a fan of it chapter 1 but had never seen the miniseries or read the book or anything, so like didn't know anything about it chapter 2, and she was so upset when Stan died because she had no idea he was gonna die, and it was just like oof. But yeah, justice for Andy Bean, man. He was in like 4 minutes of that movie. Lucas from Italy, it's fine in theory. It's not just him trying to make a weird age gap. Only Army makes it weird. Exactly. And same with like the original author of the book, like, Andre Assman. Like, it's just, it's like, it's not like, it would be a very, very, very different situation if the book was written by somebody American. I think that would completely change the perspective, but the fact that it was written and then the movie was written and directed and whatever by Italian people, like I think it's tone deaf for Americans specifically to be like, oh, uncomfortable age gap, because that's very normal for the culture there. And it was the same thing in We Are Who We Are, how it's with Jonathan and Frasier, like that is like not unusual at all in Italian culture. And then the people, in We Are Who We Are, like Maggie and Sarah, like they were the ones who had like the outside perspective. Well, Maggie specifically, who was like, oh, that's a little weird because he's like 30, and Frasier's like a teenager. But like that was because they had like the American perspective from it. And I think that was really interesting that they did that and they had Maggie have that perspective, because I think that like that represents like how a lot of viewers like of that kind of stuff see it. But that is very, very typical in Italy. Like, and for there to be large age gaps, and the age of consent was 14 in the area they were in We Are. It was 16. It's 16 in the Crema, Italy area for Call Me by Your Name. So in both senses, it is legal in Italy. It just depends on your perspective, and I think it's totally okay to personally not be okay with it. I think it's totally okay to personally be like, oh, I think the age gap is uncomfortable, so I don't really want to watch it. I think that is totally valid. I just think it's really unfair to like boycott a movie because you're like, oh, it's promoting pedophilia and fetishizing age gaps, when it's like that's just completely like your perspective, because it's like obviously that's then just like sort of diminishing an entire culture of people and how they view relationships and stuff. And it's like, just because we think it's a bit weird, like they probably think that like 18 is a weird age of consent, So it's like you just have to be open-minded. You can't just like be like, oh wow, they're terrible people because they don't live the same way as I do, because then at the end of the day, it's like that's narrow-minded, and it's like a lot of times like people with that argument are trying to be, inclusive and politically correct, and it's like it's actually just sort of doing the opposite. So, yeah. Have you seen the Stan series? I have not. Maybe as a 17-year-old, I wouldn't want to start a relationship with exactly. Like if I were 17, I would not want to be in a relationship with a 23-year-old. But like that's just like it doesn't matter. Like that doesn't it's like that's my personal opinion. But it's like that doesn't make Call Me by Your Name pedophilia because the age he's a year above the age of consent in the country that he lives in. So like it's literally just none of our fucking business. So like if you're uncomfortable with it, just don't watch it. And that's the same thing I said with We Are Who We Are. I'm like, if you feel like you're too young for it and you're uncomfortable by a lot of the themes in the show, don't watch it. Like that's okay. Like it doesn't have to be for everybody. You don't have to agree with every movie that's ever been made. You just like can't make it seem like the movie is the villain instead of just being like, I don't like this. I'm going to distance myself from it, So don't watch The Stand because Amber Heard. Bleh. Ew. Imagine Johnny Depp as Aquaman. Yeah, like Americans forget the rest of the world exists. I get it, but it's toned up. Europe is very different. It's very, very different in a lot of different ways. Like that's just like one of the things that is, like the way they handle relationships and age of consent and like sexuality in general is just like one little thing that is, different from the US. And like I get it. Like if you grew up in one country and have only really been in one country and have maybe like been to other countries but on vacation, like it's totally okay to like have a very limited perspective because you don't know otherwise. But I just think it's like in situations like this, it's important to educate yourself and do research and anything like this, like not just like regarding movies and stuff, but it's like just, if you have a limited perspective, you just have to be aware of that and like educate yourself appropriately. Because I just think like in a lot of these situations, people just sort of like to villainize things instead of taking accountability for their own feelings because their own feelings are valid. Like you're allowed to feel a certain way, but you're not allowed to say it is you're not allowed to say it's the movie's fault in theory, right? Because it's like, it's just how you feel about things due to your perspective and the way that you grew up and the way that the society around you is, and that is okay. That is okay to feel that way, but it is not the movie's fault because then it's like that is completely diminishing how Italians live their life, right? And it's basically saying that it's like, oh well, that's their way of handling relationships is less valid than mine, right? Obviously that doesn't apply when it's like actual pedophilic cases and things like that, but in this case, like it is not, that is the age of consent in Italy. Like that is completely legal and acceptable and in Italy. There's nothing wrong with that. Where the story takes place and where the people who created the story came from. So, yes. Um 17-year-olds are dumb if it's not their fault. No one's obliged to watch everything. Exactly. To watch anything. Exactly. I gotta go now because of online school. You're awesome, and I hope you continue to make more videos. Thank you. Yes, I will. I've sort of been in a lull recently of like I haven't like filmed anything in like the past couple weeks except for the one with Chloe, which you should go watch the one with Chloe that I uploaded yesterday on my second channel. We did a scavenger hunt around the town for her birthday. I like put together this whole thing. So like I gave her like birthday presents and we went and got food and we went and did a scavenger hunt in Target and we went to Build-A-Bear and made Boreo Build-A-Bears, which hold the fuck up. Let me get my Boris Build-A-Bear. Hold the fuck up. In case you missed it, you should go watch it. Anyway, it's linked on my community tab and stuff. But I got the we got Harry Potter Build-A-Bears, right? And I was like, lol, what should we should put a sound in them. And we decided on this. And hers is Theo saying fuck you. So we love that. So this is Barris. Together they are Barrio. Yes, I am very pleased with him. Spent way too much fucking money on him, but I love him. So yeah, you should go watch that. But yeah, anyway, I need to film more stuff because I've just been basically I'm trying to finish my book, because I've been writing a book for a long ass time. I'm trying to finish that by March 1st. And then I've been dealing with a lot of boring adulty stuff like car insurance and health insurance and all that nonsense. So. I feel like I'm too young for Wawa. I get jealous though when you fangirl over how good it is. I mean, but that's okay. Like, I think it's very like mature to think that you're to like know that you're too young for it. Like, I think that that's very mature. And very proud of you. Yeah, it definitely depends on your maturity instead of your age. But yeah, unless you're very, very young. Honestly, people need to do more research before rating on a movie show for no reason. Yes. I have heard Nick's song. It's great. I love it. Boris Bear. Lol. Thanks, guys. Have you got a Letterboxd? Yes, I do. I don't remember my username. This person is cracking me up, and y'all are like mad. Stay mad. I'm not even gonna address it because like silly. It's AJ2000, AJADE 2000 is my Letterboxd username. Oh my gosh. This is funny. Let's get my Sabrina Carpenter. Ugh. That I like that the whole Joshua, Olivia, Sabrina song it's nonsense, right? Because like it's just like a convenient PR stunt on like Sabrina and Josh's end. Guys, I've got a hater. But yeah. Oh my god, they're gonna put me in jail. Maria, they're gonna put me in jail. Oh no. That's like I need to stop referencing inside jokes from my group chat on live shows. But yeah, Boris Bear is here. He's so cute. He's got a little wand. Great. And then he's got a little hood. And it's got little ear holes. So wait. Look at how cute this is. Look at how cute. Oh, and then I'll show you. Look, he's got like the whole vest. He doesn't have shorts. I didn't want to spend extra money on the shorts because that's stupid. Because he's a fucking bear. So, but he's got the little vest and shit. Jade is over party. Yes! I'm canceled. Period. And then he got little Harry Potter feet. He's really cute. I really thought I was quite the genius. So yeah, Chloe says, fuck you. Because, yeah. Guys, I'm canceled. Wait, click the voice bot scan. Yes. I love him. I love him so much. He was too much fucking money, but whatever. Because, yeah, Chloe got me the scarf and the wand because she's the bestest friend in the whole world. I spent like $60 fucking on this. This is Boris Bear. Boris Bear. Yeah, I've got all sorts of new friends. I have Chubby Penny, which Chloe got me for my birthday. He's so cute. And I've got, oh shit. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. The Rectal Laborio 12-year-olds. Well, yeah, when did no, it was the Bylers that were calling me homophobic. The Bylers, no, yeah, not the Boreos. Me and the Boreos were good. The Bylers were trying to call me homophobic. That was really funny. Oh yeah, I'm canceled, guys. Alina Jade is over party. Wait, I should fake cry. This has just been really hard for me. I like to thank my mom and dad for sticking with me. Yes. Yeah, I don't know why Build-A-Bears are so expensive. Like, they're so expensive. I have 3. I have this one and the Kylo Ren one and then the Light Fury from How to Train Your Dragon. And I love them. They're very good quality, right? Like, they're like very durable. and like they're very good quality stuffed animals, but it's just like, God, like this robe was like $18. I'm like, I could get my own robe for that much, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine, it's worth it. I love him so much. So yeah. Oh my gosh. If someone joins the live, they're gonna be all confused. Yeah. Look at Alina. I'm not even addressing the scandal. I'm so sorry. I've just been so busy lately, and you know, I just don't have. I'm very sorry for. She's gonna act like nothing. Where's the apology? Not the Bylers. Don't get me started on the Bylers. I'm a Byler, yet I'm not immature like the other ones. I love that for you. Byler Mike is literally homophobic. I mean, I agree, but like, you do you. Apology video, I'm understanding. I'm sad to say I was a Byler in 2019. That's embarrassing for you. I'm very sorry. This apology was so insincere that she even care about what she did. Oh my god. I love Chloe. Same. What if they put Byler content in season 4? They won't. We come on, guys. They're dumb, but they're not that dumb. I mean, I already unstand Stranger Things. I like don't care anymore, but you know, yikes. Why Alina is homophobic? Oh my god, how did the Bylers get into my chat? Not the Bylers. She just did it for the money. Yeah, guys, like the $100 I make every 2 months. Yep, I'm in it for the money. Unsubscribe if you don't make an apology. This is great. This is great. I'm getting canceled live on camera. Chubby Penny is very disappointed in me. I love this thing. It's basically like a Pennywise Squishmallow, and I enjoy it very much. Not me being a Byler. I mean, I feel like there's an exception to every rule. I'm sure you're great. I just question your ship choices. How could you disrespect the best ship? I just think Byler is so silly. Like, go off if you like Byler and you like harmlessly ship Byler. That's like, you do you. I just like don't get it. This is great. I don't really care about Stranger Things. I'm only still watching because I'm bored and I want to see what happens. Exactly the same. Yeah, like I don't care. I still stand. This is gonna make no sense to anybody who comes into this live or like watches it back later. Oh my god, it's not my fault you don't like girls. I just love him so much. He's such a comedian. What a comedian. Byler is the gateway drug of ships. Wow. Wow, we love to see it. It's just Byler, guys. This just in Byler is a slur. It's just a word. I'm allowed to say it because I watch Stranger Things. If they were to put Byler in, how would you feel? I don't even need to think about that because they won't. But like, I mean, the show already went to shit, so like I wouldn't really care because like I'm not like invested anymore. Oh my god, is someone who knows Alina, she's innocent? No, Maria. He's gonna make comment tomorrow and say, please, I don't have enough followers to actually get canceled on Twitter. That'd be really funny though. It's wow. Bro. I have Byler shipper friends, I can say it. That's awesome. Oh my god. Wow, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, this is great. Love to see it. We really out here. We went from talking about the Golden Globes, which is why I actually came on here, to whatever the fuck this is, canceling me. So I love that for me. I love that for me. Oh my gosh. Now she's just promoting her penny. She really doesn't care about what she did. Wait, I have a request on Instagram. Is it a hater? Let's see. No, it's not. It's someone nice. Aw. Thank you. Yay, it's not somebody canceling me. That's fun. I just think, like, it's so funny because, yeah, like, the biggest YouTube drama I've been in is, like, the Bylers being like, we don't like you. And I'm like, okay, and? Like, it's a fictional ship. Y'all are taking us too seriously. Like, there are YouTubers out here being canceled for being, like, racist and, you know, traveling during a pandemic. And the Bylers are like, we don't like you because you don't like our ship. And I'm like, oh. Oh. Like, it just cracks me up. She just wants to get canceled for the clout. I mean, I don't shit, but I support your lifestyle. Even though it's a sin. No. Oh my gosh, wait. Have you been keeping up with the Goldfinch fanfictions? Have you read the one? I don't think so. I mean, I have been keeping up with them, sort of. I fucking love the Tinder AU one. That one is being updated very slowly, but I love that. I've been keeping up with the Study in Poor Judgment. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, and the Aiden stands, of course. I don't even count that. I delete, like, all the comments. I, like, still get comments on that, like, every day of, like, 12-year-olds being like, go kill yourself. And I just delete them all because, like, I just can't be bothered. Because that video still makes me a lot of ad revenue, so I keep it up. Because all the Byler stands, all the Aiden stands go and comment, like, 10 things. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Thanks for the clicks. So I, like, aggressively don't care what the Aiden stands think of me because, like, it's like, because it's like, you know, it's like in that video, like, we were literally just, like, making fun of him singing. Like, it's like they act like we, like, killed their puppy, and I'm like, dude, you need to calm down. Like, we just think he's a bad singer and a bad person because he is a bad person. He's transphobic, right? But they don't want to talk about that. D'Angelo Wallace is gonna have to make an expose on you, bro. No, I literally still get comments on the Aiden video every day from Aiden stans being like, go kill yourself, you're ugly. Aiden loves his fans. He's an amazing singer. He can sing better than you, I think. I'm like, okay. And like, we're at like 32,000 views and counting. Like, keep going. It's fine. You're making me money. Like, I just don't care. It's so funny. Like, it's just daily entertainment. I used to be a Byler, then I found your channel. That's growth. We love that. Look, you want to argue with the Aiden stands there to get you more views. Love that. More proof Alina wants the coin. I'm embarrassed for standing Aiden 7 months ago. I mean, yeah, I stand him like when the show first came out, and then like a month later, I like found out all the terrible things he did, and I was like, oh, ooh, yikes. Why is she famous? Love by love. No, I'm like, I've played his stuff for my parents, and I'm like, okay, like genuinely, like how, like there. I'm like, how do you think his singing is? And like, yeah, he's really bad. And I'm like, yeah, that's 5 from Umbrella Academy. He's bad. They're like, yeah, he's pretty bad. So. Yeah, he's transphobic. I just don't understand why there should be any more discussion after that point. They're like, why are you hating on? I'm like, because he's transphobic. Need I say more? Imagine standing a transphobe. Couldn't be me. Oh yeah, I saw a cover of it too. It was so good. That AIM video is the reason I know Umbrella Academy. Love that. Really happy about that. No, and then there are the stands who are like, why do you even watch the show? I'm like, the audacity of thinking that I watch an ensemble show for one character. That's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. There are 7 main characters. Oh, wow. Wow. I can't. Sticky 12-year-old. He faked having cancer. He said that owning a pet was like owning a slave. He spread false information about mental health. He threatened non-vegans. He did many, many things. We stand Elliot indeed. Oh yeah, and they also like didn't say anything to Elliot when Elliot came out. And the stands doubted me when I said he was transphobic. And yet when Elliot Page came out, crickets, the rest of the cast and crew, Elliot, we love you, yay! Crickets from Aiden. What did I say? Yeah, there's so yeah, exactly. Why send Aiden when Elliot Page exists? Exactly. That's my favorite white boy. Elliot Page is right there being my favorite white boy. Why? You see Aiden when Elliot. That's my favorite white boy. He's the vegan teacher. Oh my god, collab with Aiden Gallagher and the vegan teacher? Yeah, he faked cancer. Because he was like, someone like said something about like his, they're like, oh yeah, like something about it, like his hair looking bad in a picture. He was like, that was a wig. I had cancer. And then like, he never had cancer. He's insane. He is insane. No, and my favorite thing is like in that video, like me and Z, you know, we were making fun of like that photo when he was like 9, like eating bacon, and we're like, oh look at that, he's not vegan. And people were like, that was a photo that was taken before he was vegan. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know that. Like that was the joke, like you idiot. It's so funny. Oh yeah, Elliot Page is the only white boy in Hollywood. Yeah, Elliot Page is the white boy in Hollywood that we trust the most. All of the others are like, could disappoint us. Elliot Page is in the clear, always. Yeah, he was like, I'm bald and I have cancer, everyone knows this. And he wasn't. Like, what kind of psychopath? Oh my god. Being a teacher at interreligion cousins. He's terrible. I can't stand him. Oh my god, my eye is itchy. Anyway, I should probably leave soon. Because I came here to do what I said I would do, which was talk about the Golden Globes. But wow, we love and stan Elliot Page till the day we die. Oh my god, I can't wait for season 3 of Umbrella Academy. They've been posting more pictures. I like didn't get a good look at. What did they post? Wait, what? Well, yes, Umbrella Academy. No, where was the photo? They like posted them all in their jackets. Where the fuck did it go? I don't know where it went, but they posted all the sparrows in their jackets, and it was really cute. This life is a roller coaster of topics. It really is. I always said if I had a shot, I'd love them no matter what, but if they're transphobic and harass people for not being vegan, then I'm disowning them. Cheers to that. Because yikes. Oh my gosh. Boop. Okay. Anyway, I should probably go now, but this has been a great chat. I'm glad that we went through the whirlwind of emotions that was complaining about the Golden Globes, talking about the age of consent in Italy, getting canceled, talking about Byler and Aiden Gallagher. I think it's been a great time. Is there stuff with Stephen King? I mean, yes. Stephen, yes and no. It kind of depends on how you look at it. Because like the way that Stephen King like writes women, and especially like girls, like young girls in his books and his older books is like very problematic and concerning. But it's also like, you know, he was on a lot of drugs, and a lot of his stuff was written, you know, like a pretty long time ago when like culture was different. So it kind of depends how you look at it. Are you going to keep this up on your channel? Yes, I am. Do the Boreal Bear again. I'm a comedian, guys. I'm so funny. Yes, I am going to keep it up on my channel. Yee, because I haven't uploaded anything since my Don't Tell Us All video, because I haven't filmed anything. Except for my Chloe one. But yeah, reminder to go watch my Chloe video on my second channel, where we did a scavenger hunt around town, and we went to Build-A-Bear and Target and got lots of food, and it was a really fun time. So you should watch that. Harry Potter. Yes. So wow, I had a great time. I hope you had a great time. Come chat with me in the comment sections and Instagram and shit. I'll be here. I need to record some stuff this week. But until then, watch the video with Chloe, and I will save this live on my channel, and I hope you're as frustrated with the Golden Globes as I am, and yeah. Bye! I love y'all. Thanks for coming and canceling me. Okay, bye.